Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Cloud Thinking. If this is your first time here and you like the video, make sure you smash that like button, go ahead and subscribe, and click that notification icon for future videos. If you're returning, thank you very much for your support. So today we're going to continue on with our Microsoft Word tutorial. We're going to focus on tables, and specifically creating a table, applying a table style, inserting rows and columns, deleting rows and columns, deleting a table, and how to merge and split table cells. So let's go ahead and get into this. Okay, so inserting a table. Very simple. You're going to go to the Insert tab, and right here you'll see this table icon. You can go and click it, and you simply just drag over and decide how many columns you're actually going to need, how many rows you're actually going to need, and when you have it identified, you can select it. As easy as that. Alright, and you can simply start typing in whatever you would like. Alright, another way is pretty simple, is a lot of people do not know this, but you can actually go over here, go back to insert, do the drop down, and you'll have quick tables. This is actually pretty cool. If you notice, you have tons of just standard default table formats that Microsoft can insert for you, especially when it comes to inserting calendars and other elements. And they have tons. So a lot of standard formats that you could possibly just use. Tubular lists. I mean, it's actually pretty cool that they have these, because it makes it really easy for you to just insert this into your Word document or memo, what have you, right? If you want to highlight a certain date, you can sit there and highlight that, and it makes it look pretty cool in case you need to get information across to someone. Okay, so applying a table style. This is very simple. You just come up here, you click the crosshairs on your table, and you go over here to design, and you can actually choose from tons of different table styles, and you'll see an example as you hover over that specific style. For this one, we're going to select this, and you can actually change your shading. If you go through, you can see what color shading it does, or you can simply leave it as no color. You can actually create your own table style, or you can modify a table style, or you can clear it. Right? And it clears the actual table style. Right? Let's go undo that, keep the style. So now let's take a look at how to insert and delete rows and columns. This is actually very simple. It's gotten a whole lot easier over the years for those of you who have used Microsoft Office for quite a while, especially Word. Creating tables has become very simple, and especially inserting rows and columns and deleting rows and columns is actually as simple as it gets. There are a couple methods that you can use to do this. One is you can sit here and go up to the top, right where you're in between your columns, and you can click the plus, and it will actually insert a column. The same as with right here, and it'll insert a column. And the same with right here, it'll insert a row, and so forth. And you can just keep adding that as you need to. Another way is with the layout tab. So you can go up here to layout, and as you can see, you have options to delete, insert above, insert below, insert left, insert right. Okay, you can highlight this, and you can insert to the left, and it'll insert another column. Or you can go and delete columns, and it will take that column away. And if you want to delete this column, you go select that, wait for the arrow icon to appear, click it with your mouse, and it highlights it, and you can simply go and delete that column. And once again, wait for it to appear, click, and then you can go and delete column once that's highlighted. You can also, let's add another one. I'll show you another way. So let's click off of there. You can also go drag with your mouse, highlight, right click, and it will give you the option, additional option to actually delete the column here as well. And the same with rows. You can go and highlight that, right click, and it will allow you to delete your cells. And this is going to pop up. It's going to give you the option to shift your cells up. Since we're deleting that, we want to shift everything up. So shift cells up is what we're going to select. And there you go. Okay. So deleting a table, as you can imagine, it is just as easy. You can also go up here to this crosshairs, click that. Now the entire table is highlighted. You can right click, delete table. Let's back that up. Or with it highlighted, you can go to layout as well, click delete. It's going to ask you if you want to delete the table. Select that and delete the table. The last part of working with table that I would like to show you is how to merge and or split table data. And by this, a lot of people actually don't know that these options exist, so you can either split cells or merge. So for instance, to merge cells, let's say that you wanted to merge these two. Alright, you simply highlight what you would like to merge. You can go to your layout tab, click merge cells, and it will merge them. As you can see, this turned it into actually one cell instead of the two cells that it was. And again, we undo it, and you can see that your line's back that actually separates your cells. Very convenient if you would like to merge these two cells. And very simple as well. So split cells is something that's actually very beneficial, but most people kind of go through and just create a whole nother cell. They'll go through, add new rows. But let's say that you want to add more rows here, right? But you would like to keep all of these as the same cells for all of these elements. For instance, if you want to add more cells, but you want to keep these, then you would simply you can highlight the information that you want, go up to split cells. It's going to ask you, let's go and keep one column and 2 rows. Hit OK, and you can see that it added another cell right here. So you could add in more data, and you can go, and it still uses this to apply the information that you have in here to that cell, right? So that way you're not just adding row after row. You can add a giant list of options in here, while at the same time keeping the same data that is in these current cells and making that data actually apply to the new cell that you added. Okay, well, I hope that really helps everyone. Remember, the best way to learn this is to go and test it for yourself. Definitely get out Microsoft Word, go through, play around with it. Just test it until you understand what it's actually doing. You'll be amazed at what you'll learn on your own. And again, if you like this video, go ahead and make sure you hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the notifications icon so you get notified anytime I release new videos. And I hope everyone has a good night.